Why are some prosperity economics advisors able to create sustainable businesses while others are stuck repeating year one over and over? Why do some develop streamlined conversations while others create every conversation from scratch? And why are some people struggling while others are thriving? In this free workshop, I'll share the answers to these questions so you too can take your practice and turn it into a sustainable business by leading you from a fearful, cluttered mind to being a confident, clear professional. Hi, my name is Kim Butler, founder of the Ignite membership. Welcome to my brand new video workshop called Combustion. In this first video, you're going to discover the 5 elements of a compelling story for creating certainty with your prospects. This is going to immediately help you create confidence in yourself and others. Once you get this down, you'll start experiencing more credibility and helping more people because of this streamlined open talk. So if you're a human life value advisor, yet you aren't gaining enough humble confidence to bring up human life value in your conversations, or developing a network of other professionals to refer to so you can stay focused on the life insurance arena, or developing knowledge that contributes to real staying power in this industry, then stay with me because you're going to discover why prosperity economics advisors like you and me can get the peace that certainty brings by delivering a consistent message in a fresh, client-centered way. And that's why it's critical that you get rid of all sales gimmicks immediately. The goal of this workshop is simple: to help you easily take your practice and turn it into a sustainable business by leading you from a fearful, cluttered mind to being a confident, clear professional. Today, I'll show you the first step by helping you gain additional confidence so you can have more immediate credibility with your prospects. And that will give you a greater opportunity to experience helping more people because of the ability to speak with simplicity. Are you ready to make this happen? Before we dig in, I've got to warn you about something critically important. And not paying attention to this virtually guarantees isolation and continued challenges with prospecting, balancing your day, and consistency. Right now, you might be thinking that you could be damaging generations of clients with incomplete truths and faulty products. That's scary, huh? But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if instead you could build your business on a solid foundation with numerical proof and time-tested products, supported by technology that enables you and your clients to win? I get that this may be pretty different from what you've heard before, especially about helping people buy life insurance inside a human life value structure. But this fundamental shift is one reason why this video series called Combustion will be so helpful to you. In fact, you might have already tried to introduce human life value and it didn't work out the way you'd hoped. Today, you'll see how to do this in a whole new way. I'm sure you'll agree, trying to take your practice and turn it into a sustainable business isn't always as simple as some people make it seem. It comes with its challenges. Like maybe you don't have a community or network to inspire you towards continued growth and long-term knowledge. Or you don't have a way to numerically prove things, even if just to yourself, so that you know what you are saying is right. You wonder, can I really stay true to myself yet also work within a proven conversation system? If this sounds familiar, I get it. So many of us prosperity economics advisors have tried the exact same things. We've heard that little voice of doubt in our head, wondering if it's possible, and I'm here to show you it is. That's why in this video, I'm going to demystify the process of building that humble confidence so that you know what you are saying is true and the way you are saying it works, which will save you a lot of trial and error. In this first video, I'm going to share the beginnings of a confidence igniter that will combust your previous open talks and that has been developed after years of trial and error. It's called the Parallel Paths Open Talk and was provided to us from Vince Dodona, a longtime friend and mentor. If you feel like you're starting over with every prospect conversation, you have no way to speak with simplicity, this will serve as a tremendous resource to eliminate that frustration and help you get results more quickly. Maybe you're a new agent or maybe you're an experienced advisor. Either way, you're in the right place, because after this video, you'll know how to open conversations that enable you to end with the data you want to get to do your job of helping people with their personal finances. This open talk was developed for you because Vince saw so many agent advisors become completely sidetracked while trying to get a desired result, the next meeting. I've seen this too. For example, new agents ask for data before they've shown the prospect enough value so that the prospect knew what would happen next. And I've seen experienced advisors talk way too long before asking for data. So long that they turned the prospect off before even getting to step 2. And if you're one of those experienced advisors and you aren't running a business, it is often because you have not updated your sales systems to meet today's prospects where they sit. I could go on, but I know us human life value folks want the simplest questions, like where do you store cash, or can you buy life insurance tomorrow? Questions to get them results, because that's what I hear from you at our events and webinars in the stories you tell us. Now, before I outline how we aim to combust your conversations and the specifics for each step, you might be wondering how all of this came together and got figured out. It started when some experienced advisors, including Vince Dodona, who created the Parallel Paths Talk, and others who were challenged to create a quick and compelling way to get to data collection in an age when most prospects had no desire to share that kind of confidential information with someone they just met. The first draft of the Parallel Paths conversation was literally done on stage at an event and then tested inside an agency with a group of advisors. And this community knew it had to create quicker results in order to catch and keep clients' attention. Yet everyone wasn't sure it would work because it seemed so simple and fast. So the doubts kept piling up, yet no one had legitimately tried the 7-minute conversation because no one trusted it. Plus, no one had a way to prove the protection part of the Parallel Paths conversation numerically. The idea that less assets could actually act like more assets in the presence of a whole life insurance death benefit? Yeah, right. If any of this sounds familiar, let me tell you, I know exactly what it's like. I felt incapable of switching my own whole life practice around and even questioned myself whether I could do it. And even if I could do it, did I want to take the time to figure it out to try to do it? But frankly, I was tired of spinning my wheels, continuously focusing only on cash value and knowing that adding in this precious conversation was the key to regaining the human life value practice I had come to know and love so many years ago. So I set out to find a way to make it happen. Once I got past my own objections and began investing in myself with my time and my money, I started seeing massive growth. Did you know successful entrepreneurs invest at least 3% of their income into continued learning every single year? I set out to do this, and it's happened. And I want to share with you and our community all the ideas that I have learned. How am I able to create urgency and action on the part of my prospects? By providing value first in a very short time. This is exactly what I was going for. And if you're ready to find a way to provide value, generate credibility, and get data from your client quickly, all in a humbly confident way, you're going to love what's coming up. You have probably heard this story over and over. We all have. You're an experienced advisor and year 10 or 20 or 50 feels like year 1 over and over again. And that's even more true now due to what technology has done to our society and the internet has done to salespeople. Let's turn both of those into positive possibilities for you. Everything I'm about to share with you is the exact process I followed to create immediate value for my prospect. And it's led me to experience quick results. More importantly, this means you'll experience the ability to help more people because of this streamlined conversation. And that's what I want for you. All agent advisors could use that, which is why I want to make this easy for you. So coming up, I'll share just how to do it. The purpose of the Parallel Paths Open Talk is to help you quickly provide real value so that you can get data, so that you can begin the real work of helping the prospect see the difference you can make in their lives. So, as we go through the beginnings of the talk and the framework that Vince Dodona built it on, I want you to identify obvious areas of opportunity for your current situation. Are you ready? Let's get started. Instead of blabbering on about your why or the process you created or how long you've been helping people, instead build on the framework of DMRVP. And again, thank you to Vince Dodona for sharing this with us. Now, DMRVP has been sourced from Landmark and a variety of other programs, and D stands for direction, M stands for meaning, R stands for relevance, V stands for value, and P stands for purpose. And again, our community learned this from Vince, and he took those 5 items and created a 7-minute talk called Parallel Paths that will enable you to get data quickly. Interestingly enough, it starts with a question you may think is a throwaway, yet it forms the foundation of providing the DMRVP relationship. That question is, what is your experience with financial planning or financial advisors? Curious about what's next on the Parallel Paths? I was too. And this is the exact feeling your prospects will have. Now that you're clear about how to create urgency and action in your prospect with DMRVP, the big question is, how do you introduce human life value in the first meeting? Now, if you're a new agent, this will serve as the foundation of your knowledge so that you can share it with confidence. Once you know exactly what to do, you'll see it's actually easier than you thought. And I'll show you how in the next video. Before we go today, I would love to hear from you. Tell me, what would your life look like if you could create quick action in your prospects? How will life be different when you are humbly confident that you can provide value quickly in any conversation? That's what the DMRVP framework does. I'd like for you to let me know in the comments below. I'm going to read every one, and I'll respond to as many as I can. And if you found this video useful, please share it on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, or send a friend the URL to this page. What you've learned here today is a simple process for creating value in your first conversation and getting data. It's a game changer in helping you work efficiently, which is a key step along the way in reaching your goal of helping more people. And that's when you can build on your confidence and, more importantly, have upfront credibility. And what you're learning in this workshop puts you on the right path to get there. Next up, we'll talk about how to enroll prospects quickly and serve clients thoroughly by following a simple speech that has proven to introduce human life value as the third alternative to buy term and invest the difference. I can't wait to see you in the next video.